All right, so we're going to review a little bit the Unit 6 test. We're still trying to determine how we're going to get that test to you. Originally, we hadn't planned to send home any assessments, but that may change depending on how long we're out of school. So it's coming, but give us some time to figure out how we're going to get that assessment to you. But in the meantime, we can at least review. So you can ignore the points value on the side. That was from a previous year's teacher. Number 1, write the letter for each shape in the box that describes the shape. So A, that's a basic square, right? We've got a trapezoid here, we've got a rhombus, and we've just got a basic quadrilateral here, a four-sided shape. So all of them are quadrilaterals. A and C are parallelograms. A is the only one with right angles, and all the sides are the same length would be A and C because a rhombus is a stretched out square. Okay, 2 different parallelograms that are not squares or rhombuses. You may have a different answer. This is just a suggestion, but you are going to have to explain to me, how did you decide which figures to draw? So for example, a sample answer might be parallelograms have opposite sides that are parallel. Squares and rhombuses are parallelograms with all 4 sides the same length. So I drew a rectangle and a parallelogram that have opposite sides that are parallel, but the adjacent sides are different lengths. Okay, that's a lot of words. Yours may not have that many words, but you should describe how you figured out which ones to draw. Okay, if we move on to the next page, she drew this figure. Would you say it's yes or no? It's for sure a quadrilateral because it has 4 sides. It's not a rectangle. It doesn't have 2 sets of parallel lines in the same length. It is a parallelogram because this line is parallel to this line and this line is parallel to that. Okay, it is a rhombus because the side lengths are the same, but it's a stretched out square. It's not a square because it doesn't have 4 right angles. For number 4, he hung a mural in the classroom. Find the perimeter and the area. You just needed to count around, so that would be 26 feet and 36 square feet for the area. Then when we come over here to the next page, there's that vegetable garden, all right, in 2 sections. What's one way to find the area? This is an example, probably one of the easier ways to figure it out, where you would take 5 times 6, and then you would add the area for the second part, 3 times 6, which would give you 48 square meters. Okay, and then draw a picture so I can clearly see from this picture. Here's the 5 by 6, and then here's the 3 by 6 tacked on. It's labeled and it shows me everything I need to know. Okay, then if we continue on to the next page, okay, the park ranger. What's the greatest area? Well, the greatest area would be the square. So the greatest area would be 64 square feet because that would be 8 times 8. And I just took that 32 that was right here and I divided it by 4, which would give us 8. And then 8 times 8 is 64. And then for number 7, if this hexagon's been divided into triangles with equal areas, what part of the area is the area of each triangle? It would be 1/6 of the entire shape. Okay, and then number 8, same thing. And the area of the octagon is 16 square units. Okay, then if we continue on, this one here, number 9, this is tricky. It tricks every student every year. Okay, the person makes a banner with an area of 8 square feet. Draw all possible rectangles, not 1, not 10, all, with an area of 8 square feet, whose side lengths are whole feet, so no fractions. You have to label the lengths of the 2 adjacent sides means they touch, and label the rectangle with its perimeter. So the only 2 rectangles that have an 8 square foot area would be this one here, 1 by 8, perimeter of 18 feet, and 2 by 4 with a perimeter of 12 feet. Okay, then compare the perimeters. What do you notice? I notice when I'm looking at the perimeters, what do we see? The banner with the greater perimeter is long and thin, and the banner with the smaller perimeter or lesser perimeter has sides that are closer in length. It's kind of short and fat. All right, number 10. You needed to find the side length, which was 7 inches. Haley, it's your problem. Haley's patio is 9 feet long. If the area of the patio is 90 square feet, how wide is the patio? 90 divided by 9 would give you 10 feet. Okay, and the last page, you had to draw a line from the figure to the area, and there's your answers for those. Okay, number 13, 2 decagons. Hint, hint, you had to go back and try to remember what a decagon was. How much yard does Riki use? That would be 160 centimeters. And select all the figures that were quadrilaterals. Quadrilaterals just means a shape that has 4 sides, and that's going to be this one, and this one. Okay, hope this was helpful.